The following program contains adult language, poor taste in jokes, racial slurs, political slurs, slants, and all sorts of things that, if you are sensitive and have a delicate constitution, you should probably go watch Teletubbies. You were warned.
I ain't drunk, I'm just drinking.
But you're so high.
Oh man, you know I ain't high.
But you're so high.
Yeah, well I just take a little sip every now and then.
But you're so high.
You ought to be ashamed of
Stay
yourself.
drunk all
Oh,
the
come
time.
on now, you all don't feel like that.
Bam! Hey kids, happy hump day. It's Wednesday, yay. Been offline for a while, been working, driving, traveling, clubbing meaning Patriot Blades, building quads, doing the usual thing. So here is the hump day Wednesday night RotoRant. Yeah, just haven't talked in a while, so here we go. Special shout out to all the Patriot Blades brothers out there, bam, and everybody else I talk to on the channel. Talk to you guys daily. It's awesome. You know what's funny? I was thinking the other day, I can't remember what day it was. The difference between dating and marriage is this, okay? When I was dating my smoking hot wife, it used to go like this, you know, we'd be sleeping together and Saturday morning would come along and she would take her hands and put them on my face and rub my face and go, baby, it's time to wake up, time to go to work, you know? And I'd be groping her and be like, oh, I love you so much. So then, you know, fast forward, years go by. We get married, and now it's like the other day I fell asleep on the couch because our kids never sleep. So my wife and I are always, you know, swapping where we sleep. And I feel this tapping, just like you would hear, on my forehead, just like this. Okay? And I open my eyes, and it's my wife. And I go, what the fuck are you doing? She goes, time to get up. I'm like, that? And I started laughing instantly. That is the difference between dating and being married. It just used to be all like romantic, and you know, you'd prep and you'd never let you see a girlfriend. You never let her see you look like shit. You know, now you wake up in the morning, you scratch your balls, you walk out, you drink old coffee, you know, and it's just, wow, what a life change. It's really funny. But anyway, just want to share that with you. I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, I have a question for you guys. I did a video yesterday or 2 days ago, and I was doing the Foxier box cam. I think it's in the house. And I did raw footage, and I'm just flying around a windmill and a wind turbine, sorry, and doing all this stuff. You know, nothing fancy, nobody around, nothing, you know, and no big deal. And this dude leaves me a message on the channel saying something to the effect of, if you watch this video, you're perpetuating the downfall of the hobby. And I think I worded it a little bit more intelligently than he did. But, and I'm like, really? And this is what I want to ask you guys. What am I missing here? Where was I being dangerous or breaking law or even troubling any private property? I mean, I did hit a windmill one time with a quad going full speed, and unfortunately for me, the wind turbine was going full speed too, and the quad did not win the bet. I don't know where this dude, and I even asked him. I replied to him and I said, question mark, what do you mean? I wasn't a dick or anything, you know, just, what do you mean, dude? And he never responded back. Typical, you know, he probably went back over to the Bardwell clan. I just thought that was really strange. It's like, did you think that the bridge diving that those idiots at RotoRiot did was cool? Because they were actually endangering lives. I was just out there in the grass, you know, fucking up my own birds. But, God, people are just so fucking... Anyway. So I was talking to my brother Drone Mesh today on Hangouts, you know, because that's what I talk to all my boys in the club on. And Drone Mesh and I talk once in a blue moon. Great guy. He's doing his best to get his channel successful, and I think he opened up a little shop, internet shop, and he got an app. And I sent him a message today. I said, dude, fucking brilliant. That's, you know, apps are the way to go. Get FPV. One of the biggest hobby shops probably in the country, and I'm pretty sure I keep them in business. They need to get a fucking app. Seriously, guys. I mean, they all have, you know, Banggood has an app, GearBest has an app, and they suck. get FPV. Come on, kids. Get a fucking app. Make my life easier. But anyway, drone mesh. I sent him a message and I said, dude, bam, awesome, you know. And we just got to talking, and I was giving him props, and I said, you know, I like what you do. I like the fact that you do reviews and you do testing, and he was giving me some compliments on my videos. And I know he was just being nice because my stuff sucks. I get it. It's all homemade and half-assed. But you know, he does it for a living. It's his only job. It's what he does. He supports his family off of it, and he's not a beggar. At least not that I've noticed, like Bardwell is. So I support him fully. So go over to Bardwell's, Bardwell, oh my God, strike me down. I'm sorry. Drone Mesh's site, and check him out. You guys, if you watch me, you already know who Drone Mesh is. But download his app. It looks pretty cool. And he's coming out with one for Apple as well, which you have to do, obviously. But anyway, we got to talking, and I said, you know, you do a really great job of testing and stuff like that. And he does reviews, which I'm not a review guy, as we all know, but I'm going to do a few. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, blah, 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 blah. And these guys, my point being, he's a friend of mine. Give him a shout. He's a good cat. But I got to think about it. It's like, you know what? All these guys do these mail day, like Bruce over in New Zealand, and I think Drone Mesh might do it once in a while. And, oh, look what I got in the mail today. So, you know what? I'm going to do that today, too. Bam. So, I got a couple things coming up. We've got a folding frame. Where is it? The Mocha Deluxe. This thing, you guys remember this? This is going to be a GPS drone build. This video is starting this week. Full iNav, GPS, return to launch, programmable waypoints, blah, 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 all that crap. All my gear came in for that. We're doing a build video on that this week. I think I'm going to do a build video on a, I don't think I have the frame out here. Shit. Where is it? Yeah, well. I'm doing a build video on a Proton. And I might even start that tonight. I don't know if it's going to be on the net by tomorrow or not, but within the next 2 days, that's going to be up. And then I'm going to do a Mocha JJ build video as well for beginners. And it's not really the build I want people to see. I mean, anybody can solder shit together. That's not the big deal. I'm gonna try to explain what things do, you know, as I'm soldering and because I think just watching somebody solder and build something, you know. Fucking A, you know, it's not that exciting. Go watch Bardwell, you know, it's boring. But hopefully I'm going to try to explain the ins and outs of what, for beginners, for what things do, just blah, 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 miscellaneous stuff. So the GPS build, the Proton build, the Mocha JJ build's coming up. I am going to finish the drone wing, which I started. I did 2 or 3 episodes of, and it is done. It just needs set up, and we're going to do some test flights now that the weather's good. Everybody in the club's been giving me grief about my wing because, what are you going to do your wing, JJ? You know, blah, blah, blah. I've been holding off. Well, I shouldn't say I've been holding off. It's been on the back burner because the weather's been shit. It's fall. I'm sorry, you know, coming into spring, and it's super windy and all this. It's like, I'm not going to be able to fly the damn thing anyway, so I'm not going to be in any rush. And the wing was kind of a bonus, you know, that I bought. I bought the damn thing last October. But every summer I build a fixed wing, and I bought a new one. I ordered a new one last Sunday. It should be here this week. I don't think I'm going to do it on the channel, though. I think it's just going to be a me thing. I'm going to put a flight controller in it for some cool stuff, but it's a very, very fast fixed wing. And I'm going to make it FPV, and it's just going to be fun. I buy and build a fixed wing and destroy a fixed wing at least once a year. So anyway, back to the point. I am going to go over I'm going to call it mail day, I guess, right? This is the shit I got in the mail today. Bam, hang on. And I put it all in one box. I didn't get it all from the same place, but this is what came in today. A lot of stuff coming in tomorrow, too. So, well, not a lot of stuff tomorrow. I think there's only a couple things. But the Furious FPV Fertini F4. I love this flight controller. I'll go ahead and open some of this stuff. We're going to make this a long-winded video because I haven't talked to you guys in a long fucking time in a rant. So, here we go. I'm going to open this thing up. Where's the razor? There's the razor. I love this flight controller. The Fertini OSD, and by the way, it actually comes with a fucking wire diagram. So many flight controllers don't. You have to Google it and figure out and it comes with these cool little knurled standoffs. Very cool. But I love this flight controller, guys. It's very, very cool. How do you open it? There it is. Bam. That little guy. Very cool. I'm running this in a few birds, and I just absolutely love this flight controller. So that's really cool. Got one of those in. This is for the drone build that's coming up, the GPS drone build. This is an 800 milliwatt AKK. It's a 25, 200, 500, 800 VTX. This is going in the drone because I put heavy-duty video transmitters in my GPS drones because I go farther, long range. And I did get some 6-inch props for it. It's going to be a 6-inch build. It's going to be very cool. So that came in. We'll go ahead and do that. GPS unit. And when I go through this build, GPS build, I'm going to go over all this stuff. But a Holy Bro, I've never tried one of these before. I've built a lot of GPS drones, but yeah, we'll give that a shot. Looks good. I've been wanting to try these X Nova motors. These are going on a Mocha Griff light build, I believe. That frame's coming in next week, maybe? Beginning of next week, something like that. I have not even opened these yet. Let's see what this looks like. I need a drink. Ooh, buddy, look at that. That's pretty. Yeah, feels really nice. Curved magnets, nice tight tolerances there. What are these guys? 0626. Well, that tells me a lot. I can't fucking remember. Yeah. Anyway, they're the bigger ones. 0626. Anyway, yeah, so these can go on a Mocha Griff light, which, if you guys remember, looks like this. I'm building another one. It's a special one, though. I'm going to do some neat stuff with that. So, yeah, the X Nova's in. My buddy, I've seen these before, but my buddy Blackhawk wanted to get these. So I thought, oh, shit, we'll try them. And then usually with my friends, they say, JJ, you try your stuff first, and if it don't blow up, we'll buy it. I got a bunch of VTX-02s in. Now, something I want to talk about. VTX-03, you guys hear me use those a lot in almost every build that I do. And the VTX-03 is a great little VTX, right? We all know what that is, I think. Whatever. This is a VTX-02. And I take off these antennas usually, and I put on pigtails and all that stuff. The difference between a VTX-02 and a VTX-03, the VTX-03 is switchable. What is it, 25, 100, 200, or 25, 50, 200. I can't remember. I never switch them. I put them on 200. But then it dawned on me, I can get the VTX-02, which is stuck on 200 milliwatt, for a few bucks cheaper, because I do buy these in bulk. I actually bought 5 or 6 of these, and I only have 3 left already. But I can get them for like 10 bucks a pop. So, and I never switch them. Now, if you're racing, you might want to get the VTX-03, which is switchable. But the VTX-02, for what I do, they work great. So that's what I've switched over to. What do we have here? Ooh, look at this. These are the Hyperlight 1407 3600s. I am building another Mocha JJ next week. Here's the Mocha JJ number 1 with a hydro dip, and this is the one that has the Cobra motors, does like 100 million miles an hour. And then here's the Mocha JJ number 2, which has the Rotor Geeks on it. Love this bird. But I wanted to do another one, so we're doing another one. Look at these. These are cool. They are like ratchets, guys. I mean, just hyper light. Ooh, got these off Pyrodrone website. Great. The 2 biggest places I order from are Pyrodrone and Get FPV. I mean, those are the biggies. These things are ratchets, but I'm pretty sure they're the same thing as the Brother Hobby Tornado versions. But either way, the price was right. They look cool. Fuck it. We're going to give those a day in court. Those are going to be in a build video for the next Mocha JJ. And blah, blah, blah. Same things. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is the Kakute, the Holy Bro Kakute Tower Pack. It was 105 bucks off I think it was Get FPV, if I remember right. And I'm not sure what build I'm even putting this in. I just bought it and I was like, fuck, we got to try this shit. This is basically the ESC, the flight controller, and VTX. So a bunch of guys in the club, like Warlock and maybe 1 or 2 others, have gotten this. So you got 35 amp, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm kind of winging this whole thing. I believe that's a 35 amp 4-in-1 ESC. Nice solder pads. Look at that. That's purty. That's how they all should be. ESCs come with these really tiny ass little Bardwell Pecker looking pads. This is what they need to be. Look at those things. You could solder that shit with a blowtorch, man. And then we got the Kakute floating gyro F4 on there, which is great. And then there's a VTX option that came with this that it, you know, bolts on. It's a stack mountable 30-30 like this. I'm pumped. It even comes with a heat sink. Look at that little thing. But let's see, what is this? 600 milliwatt, which is bigger than I normally run. Switchable, 25 to 6. Yeah, very, very flippin' cool. I am impressed. And it was $105. You figure a good flight controller, a decent flight controller is gonna cost you $40. A decent ESC, usually $50. It depends, right? So 40 and 50 is $90, and then you get a pretty good size VTX that's mountable. The whole thing for $100. So really, it comes out pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with that. I got this thing. Look at this, the Predator Micro. I have not seen this. I've used the Micro in, the Predator in the Witch, and I got it in 2 of them. I have it in the Witch and what other bird? Shit the bed. I can't remember. That's when you know you have too much shit. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I have 2 of them. And the Predator's nice. Very wide angle. I mean, this thing's so wide angle, it's got like rear view fucking mirrors on it. It's amazing. But this is the micro version of it. And the only reason I got it, it's expensive. I like paying $20 for a Foxeer Micro Arrow. This was like $35 or something like that. Looks nice. The only reason I bought it is my other cameras were out of stock. So this is probably going into the Proton build or the other Mocha JJ, but probably the Proton build. So that's going to be pretty sweet. That's going to be in the build video either way. And then I did find, this is my Foxeer, what I always use, Aero Micro Pro. I use these suckers in every single build that needs a micro cam. Whether it's a micro quad, it's just your good old-fashioned, they are stellar. I love these fucking things. As soon as, I think I'm the one that bought all the ones from Get FPV, because I buy a lot of stuff. And, yeah, so there's that. This thing looks pretty cool. I haven't used one of these yet. It looks just like that. Holy bro. Look at it's an ESC, all-in-one. And this is the Kamikaze V2 32-bit 40 amp. So it's BL Heli 32. No idea what I'm putting this in. I think this might be going in the Griff. I don't know. I haven't decided yet where I'm putting that. Another Fortini F4, 'cause I always have to have a spare. This is going in the Mocha JJ. This is another one I haven't tried. An IS-100 Fly Tower F4 Micro. Because I usually use the HDLRC stuff. But I thought, we're going to try something different. And here it is. This one actually has the VTX built in, which is not something I always do, but, you know, yeah, screw it, you know. When in Rome, try something new. Let's see, I can't remember what the specs are. I know it's enough to fly a Mocha JJ. Let's see, F4 STM32, D-Shot 1200, damn, this is a SpeedX, okay. So it's a 32, BL Heli 32, drag and drop OSD, let's see. Very nice. This is gonna be a powerhouse. 20 amp burst, 20. Okay, so it's a 20 amp ESC, which is plenty for a micro. So yeah, I didn't even realize that was a BL Heli 32. That's interesting. So that's gonna be in the Mocha JJ build video. And the last thing, this is all came today, is these guys. F60 Pro 2 T-Motors. I run the T-Motor F42s on which, is this guy? Yeah. Mocha Griff, one of my Mocha Griffs. The F40 Pro 2s, and these motors are balls, man. I love them. And I actually sent this bird to my buddy in the club, to Wes, which is FPV Fanatic, and had him fly it for a week or 2, and he really liked it, but he said, you need to get the F60s. I'm like, all right, fine. I've used everything else. What's one more thing? Stickers. And I ordered whatever color these are. It's cool. Have a look. Ooh, pretty. These are going on the Proton. Those are sharp. Good call, Wes. Those are nice. Damn, look at that. Whew, pretty. So those are going on that build. So I'm planning on doing the Proton build, maybe even tonight yet. It all depends what Mama's doing. And I gotta, if that's the case, it might even be done tonight because I build pretty quick. Build videos slow me down a little bit, but you know, other than that, we're all good. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of the stuff in the build videos, because pretty much everything you see here is for build videos that are coming up. I also got all my props in. I buy props in bulk. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And that's about it, I think. T-Motor stickers? Yeah, okay. Cool. So I think that's really it. Not really much of a rant. Just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys. Stuff is coming up, and more motorbolts. And we're going to be kicking some shit out this week. So, thanks for listening. Keep your shine side up, kids. Bam. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bam, JJ! Hope you like fishing. Bam, JJ! Hey, JJ! Hope you like fishing.